Lakers in points and rebounds last season. Davis was a force for the Lakers during last season's run to the championship. He came up clutch by hitting one of the biggest shots of the playoffs, a buzzer-beating three-point shot to defeat the Nuggets Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Stephen A., who would you rather have in the postseason? This one's tough. AD or Giannis?
AD. That's not even hard for me. Because Giannis has to show me he can hit perimeter shots, which he hasn't shown me in the postseason. I know AD could do that. And oh, by the way, Max, to piggyback off of KP getting on you just a few seconds ago, basically what he's reminding you of is the fact that he and I picked Miami when you picked Milwaukee, because you was raving about Chris Middleton when you picked Milwaukee. And obviously that didn't prove to be correct. Now getting back to my point here. Giannis is a man-child in the regular season. But come postseason time, I say this all the time, come the postseason, teams get back on defense. They force you to be a half court. One of the reasons why we raved, and KP, you could co-sign this, one of the reasons we raved so much about Showtime with Irvin Magic Johnson, with Worthy on one wing, Byron Scott on another, Cooper trailing, stuff like that, where we used to go off about that and we loved it so much. We didn't just marvel at the Lakers and Magic Johnson because of the fast break. We marveled at the fact that the fast break never left them, no matter what defenses tried to do. Somehow, some way, because of the greatness of Magic Johnson, you could always push the ball up the court, and you were always in a track meet. And that's what you marveled about, because that doesn't usually happen. And so as a result of that, let's transition to the modern day age with the Greek Freak in Milwaukee. You don't really have a situation with Eric Bledsoe and those boys at the time where you were able to push the ball up the floor the way that you would like to, because that's when Giannis is really lethal in the open court. It's not to say that he can't do stuff in the half court, but not to the degree of his danger, of how dangerous he is in the open court. So they get back on defense. You become a half court player. And if you don't have a perimeter shot, there's nothing you can do. What makes Anthony Davis so great, inside or out, it doesn't matter. He can play with his back to the basket. He can play facing the basket. He can drive to the hole, or he can pull up from 17, or he can pull up from 19 and beyond. It doesn't matter. The arsenal of his offensive attack is better than that of the Greek Freak. Plus, he's a rim protector and a shot blocker and a rebounder when he wants to be. Anthony Davis is the real deal, and I would take him over the Greek Freak without question.
I understand those arguments. He's more well-rounded. Stephen A., you tend to like those kind of players in the playoffs. You like, in order of preference, KD, AD, Giannis, because that's the descending order of like how well-rounded their games are. But sometimes a dude can do certain things so well that even if they're not as well-rounded, they're more valuable. I had Andre Snellings of ESPN fame, Stephen A., who is also a neural engineer, I believe. He's like, a very, very smart guy and knows the basketball analytics on my radio show, the Max Kellerman Show, 2 p.m. Eastern, by the way, on ESPN Radio and ESPN Plus. And he was saying he'd take Giannis. He'd take Giannis, and it's not a difficult choice for him. And he said because Giannis, when you look at how he makes his teammates, Giannis, like AD can compile stats, and he's great, no doubt about it, and all the reasons you said about him are correct. But Giannis can also elevate those around him because he's an exceptional passer with court vision, because of his handles given his size. No, he can't shoot it like AD, although, again, AD's a better shooter than Giannis. Is he a way better shooter than Giannis? He's a better shooter. Giannis is a step below that, but he's not. It's not like you're talking about Ben Simmons. You got to put him in the dunker spot because he can't shoot at all. If you leave him alone, he can knock down a shot. When you look at the kind of force Giannis is on a court, right now, going back to our previous argument, you guys are being heavily influenced by the fact that you just saw AD play with LeBron. If you put Giannis with LeBron, you would say, this dude, it's impossible. Like, just like the Lakers are now, they would not lose anything if you swapped out AD with Giannis. And if push came to shove, I'm taking Giannis.
That's not true, Max. First of all, to me, LeBron and Giannis both need the ball in their hands to be dominant, meaning that they can't play off the ball. Anthony Davis could play off the ball. And Max, I don't know what analytics, and I've been on your radio show, and I love coming on there and handing you L's like I'm doing today. But if you're going to sit up here and tell me that it's not night and day between Anthony Davis and Giannis, you're tripping. Anthony Davis' skill set is something that we have never seen before. The closest thing to it was maybe Kevin Garnett, and that's my brother. I played with him. When you look at Anthony Davis, it's more to his package than just being able to shoot better than Giannis. He has a better handle than Giannis. He has better post moves. He has the wiggle. And you talk about AD and you talk about Giannis and his passing, but AD could drop dimes when he's needed to. He know how to pass out of double team. He know how to drive and kick. Excuse me, in the NBA Finals and in the bubble last season, did we not see him throwing lob after lob to Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee on big-to-big passing when he was catching the ball in the pocket pass?
Who's the better passer?
AD. Don't get it twisted. Giannis just had
better passer than Giannis? I don't think so.
More than Anthony Davis. Yes. Oh my God. Giannis just learned how to find the corner pass this season. And
listen. I know we got to move on, but a couple of things. Number one, Anthony Davis, I believe, is a better passer than Giannis. He definitely is a better ball handler than Giannis. And last but not least, Max, just a little bit of advice because you've been doing radio for years, and I know you know what you're doing because you're a pro. But in terms of ratings, you might not want to have the analytics dudes on. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The analytics dudes don't mean anything. I mean, we respect them, but that ain't going to help you in the ratings, bro.
Excellent.
That ain't going to help you in the ratings. Not the analytics.
Hold on, we've had Andre on this show.
Not the analytics. Trust me on that. Huh?
Okay.
What?
Time to transition.
Andre been on our show on First Take.
Hey, listen, I don't recall that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not knocking them. The analytics dudes are very bright and smart, and I wish them nothing but the best. I'm just talking about ratings. Ain't gonna work in the ratings. Analytics, nah. Stop that. Trust me.
Yeah, analytics works in the ratings. Sure it does.
No, it doesn't. Stop.
All right, we're not debating what works in the ratings. Okay, let's continue the NBA season preview here, guys. The number one player on our list is who?
Okay.
LeBron James. It doesn't stop, folks. The four-time NBA champion is also a four-time MVP, a four-time NBA Finals MVP. Winning a fifth NBA championship would tie him with the likes of Magic Johnson.
Kyrie, head to Boston.
Then it's LeBron versus Luka, followed by Kawhi and the Clippers against the Nuggets.
Greeny, all of the games on ESPN and ABC.
And Get Up and First Take will get your day started telling you what to watch for and what to expect.
A Hoops Christmas to remember, starting with Get Up and First Take.
This historic 2020 NBA championship belongs to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in the bubble anymore.
He is the most scrutinized player in the NBA this year.
I'm a bad boy like I play with the Pistons.
Yeah, we gonna look right at Kyrie Irving.
The saga of James Harden and the Rockets continues.
Harden wide open for three.
When you in the clutch, you coming up missing.
Oh my goodness.
When I'm in the clutch, I coming up swish.
Davis 4-3 in the win. Oh, it's good.
Money. Joker does it again. Murray for three. Yes. Luka Magic has made everybody ooh and ah.
Giannis finishes ferociously.
He did it with the left hand.
And I want my damn respect too.
What could be the NBA's most chaotic season is set to begin.
All right, our NBA season preview continues today. Next up, number 3 on our list, Giannis Antetokounmpo. After winning his second MVP award last season, the Bucks suffered an early playoff exit at the hands of Miami. The Greek Freak did, however, sign the Supermax extension to stay with the Bucks long term, saying this about his future in Milwaukee yesterday.
I knew what I wanted in my head. I knew that the goal is to win a championship, and I knew that here we have a chance to win a championship. And it's a place that I want to be. It's a place that I want to raise my kids, and I feel good here. I feel that my family feels good here, so I'm good.
All right, Max, we know he got paid, largest contract in NBA history, $228 million, 5 years. What does he need to do this year, or his Bucks rather? How far do they need to go to justify this contract?
He's got to get to the conference finals, but he doesn't have to get more than that right now. And the reason is simple. How many people now have AD over Giannis? A lot of people skip AD or say now AD is proven he's better than us. He won a championship. He can shoot, although Giannis can actually shoot okay. He's not Ben Simmons. He can shoot 30% from three, right? But like AD is the best big in the league because Giannis is also really a big because he won the championship. How did AD, like now they brought in reinforcements for Giannis. Who's the main piece? Drew Holiday. AD played with Drew Holiday. He didn't get anywhere in the playoffs. I keep saying a great big needs a great non-big just as good as him if he wants to win a championship. Kareem had 6 chips, 1 with Oscar Robertson, 5 with Magic, none with anyone else. Shaq had 4 chips, 3 with Kobe, 1 with Wade, none with